Veteran Day match.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme today. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Washington Commanders on Monday night.
Well, the sun has gone down, but the excitement level has gone up as kickoff draws near here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at Commanders Field. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Garden on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the
Watch as Jaden Daniels going to go down while it's still the Charlotte on the snow. And then my Ravens and Commanders Super Bowl rematch, Super Bowl 1 rematch, Super Bowl 3 rematch. Face each other. First two teams that face each other in the Super Bowl twice. Shit. About to go down, man. Let's get it. Super Bowl anniversary. This rematch. Who the hell is going to win this game? First time ever, man. Let's get it, baby. 11 minutes. The Commanders, they 3-0. Ravens, they 1-2. Let's see who wins this game. Hit them up.
Baltimore and Washington are underway. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So the Commanders make their way out on offense for the first time here, and it's the rookie Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick, leading the way.
And he was the number 2 overall pick in the draft because he is special. A dual threat athlete at the quarterback position, beats you with his arm and his legs, and runs the ball better than any quarterback since maybe Lamar Jackson came out of Louisville. But with that being said, he's got to be smart about how he runs the football. He puts himself in position to take some big shots. He's got to be on the field and available for him and his team to be successful.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. To the air goes Daniels. That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. So we just called his name on the previous.
A lot of scrambling in this game.
Charles for a second consecutive completion.
Getting out the pocket. A one and only final game here on Monday Night Football.
And is available for the completion.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Yeah.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. They go play action. Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin, 39 yards. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
And he's coming off a season where he showed everyone that he's worth every single penny he was given. He now has 2 MVP trophies on his resume and was on the verge of adding a Lamar Hunt trophy to go with it. Unfortunately, things didn't work out in his favor, but make no mistake about it. He's truly one of the most electrifying players in the NFL. As long as he's the man under center,
see what Lamar
he'll always
Jackson
be in championship conversation.
It's something on the field. He's been his points, touchdowns, just like that. He's
looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. From the 29, here's 2nd and 3. They go play action now. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And out across midfield down to the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Here's Jackson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
In motion left, Flowers. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. On the option right is Jackson. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. But not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
What again? Oh, Jackson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
They were backed up behind the sticks, but he still found a way to make that first down happen. That's the kind of fight every coach hopes his franchise quarterback has in him. Look a tough situation like that in the eye and come up with a solution on the spot.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jackson.
Is it? Touchdown!
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slips free.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's 3rd and 9. Daniels looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a 1st down.
Like my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Now Daniels. Quick slant, Dotson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
To throw is Daniels.
Touchdown.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
Dotson in motion right. Eckler is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. He's to the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 76 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Tucker now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
Still the first quarter. The second quarter. The first quarter.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Commanders' offense and Terry McLaurin headed back onto the field. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but it's fair to say this defense is going to have to find some way to slow him down. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators are probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Daniels. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but again, zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. They run the option here on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
This 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Running on first down, Eckler. Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. Yeah, he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. Ben sent it from 3 yards out. And Washington has taken the lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
2 touchdowns for James, 2 touchdowns for Jackson.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Baltimore Raven offense returns, and we see wide receiver Rashad Bateman bringing him out. He's up near 100 yards now here in the 2nd quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. I mean, what a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football. Don't get away from that. Figure out where things are going wrong with the rest of the team.
They'll be hoping to hit that 100-yard mark on this drive. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens 1st down as the tackle made at the 42. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7, and the Ravens 1st down.
They go play action with Jackson.
They in the pocket.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Play action. It's Jackson. Going for the deep ball. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. 51 yards. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was capped by the touchdown pass to Nelson Aguilar. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here, so get this up to the 29. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He already with a couple of touchdown throws in his first half as his guys start 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's 2nd and 3. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll buy some time right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Eckler now between the tackles. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Off the play fake, Daniels.
Oh,
And this is caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders have moved out in front. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
You could do this, I could do that too. It's competition, man. That's what it's all about. I mean, Lamar Jackson, he's still young. But Daniels, he's gonna take that torch. Even when you're young, man. Take that torch. He'll be better than you. All you do.
And they both have specific outcomes
in mind.
To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over
all you do, you play with the Ravens. What's the quarterback for the Ravens? What's the quarterback for the Redskins?
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here.
2nd and 6. Derrick Henry not doing so well in this game at all. Oh my God!
On the move past the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line.
This is crazy.
Play there for Baltimore. 47 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Play action. Now Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
No doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Well, this offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. And you take a look at the numbers, not much to complain about on that ledger. He has been terrific to this point in the proceedings. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Up the middle with Eckler. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So here's a 3rd and 14. It's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Deontay Hardy back deep. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. They go play action now. Jackson, a short throw caught by Andrews. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
At their own 30-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
What a treat to watch the rookie in that first half. The number 2 overall pick, Jaden Daniels. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And Bateman, he'll go in motion right here. Jackson now. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
In motion, Aguilar. Running left, it's Henry.
Oh.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You've got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball because keeping it
to the ground.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dante Fowler able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
Wow, first punt. Crazy.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive.
And I know that they double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's Daniels. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Second down and a yard. On the option, here's Eckler.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
This is a counter play. Eckler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
They go play action. Daniels.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Oh, 2nd time.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays.
When it's always the 3rd quarter, that's trash.
See somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the
They drain
ground.
out.
Now it'll be interesting to
first
see
half,
where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Jackson, options out left, shifts by him.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
That's the pavement, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Struggle is where they get out.
Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They started on the ground with Eckler. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 4.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
They'll run out of the gun.
Another run?
And not a lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one, because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Off the option, here's Henry.
Oh, yeah.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be